It's an honor for me to get to talk about Izzy Derkos, a colleague and mentor for many decades, and he was a cornerstone of both our departments of physical education and athletics. He's a fossil.
Well, where do I start with Coach Derkos? I think, for one, he's one of those coaches that was way before his time when it came to, tennis in general. But his style and his approach was one of a kind.
Izzy Derkos, the teacher, the tennis coach, the football coach, the Marine. He did it all, and he did it well. Over 3 decades, his team won 466 matches. One of Izzy's greatest assets as a coach and teacher was to help counsel the players for achieving success in the classroom. 85% of the players who have graduated from Santa Rosa Junior College have transferred to 4-year schools, many with tennis scholarships.
Santa Rosa was lucky that the timing was right for him to fill that spot. I think he was arguably 30 years before his time when it came to the style of coaching. I mean, just when I started here, maybe 12, 13 years ago, colleges and schools were starting to latch on to that same style that he, put in play, in the early 70s when he started.
Izzy was considered an early fitness guru who believed in the concept of you train to play. And his athletes were sort of overwhelmed by the amount of running and the amount of exercise. They thought they signed up for the wrong class. They thought they signed up for cross country.
His ability to get us to believe in ourselves and be able to compete with, teams that were allegedly better or more talented, he was able to get us to believe in ourselves and really, I guess overachieve. I think there's no doubt that Coach Derkos was able to have his teams and his players overachieve.
Izzy never wavered too far from his Marine Corps mentality, in the sense that he never believed in the words can't or impossible. They were unacceptable to he and his athletes.
He always took time to encourage, to listen, to offer advice. What an example as he demonstrated as a leader and an educator. If a player was angry, frustrated, or out of line, he could fix that too. That's when his Marine background came forward. Mr. Cool, as he was often said, and he hardly yelled. He spoke with grace. Attention was always immediate.
I mean, he had that military and football background, but yet he somehow, early on got you to believe how much he was interested in you, the person. And I think, with his ability to, motivate you, his ability to get you to believe in yourself, as well as kind of implement that old school style of training, really kind of made him unique and, in my opinion, at the top of the coaching food chain.
Izzy was a master of words. One thing I noticed about Izzy, I never really saw him coach or teach with any negativity reinforcement. He was always a very positive instructor, coach. Actually, when you got done talking with him, you could have done something horrible, but you felt like you could run through a brick wall afterwards.
Izzy was fantastic by the way that he handled not just the whole team and the criterion, but how he handled the individual players as the game went on, not only at the beginning, at the halftime, and as we approached the end of the ball game.
I'm proud to be on these courts. I think I try my best to explain to my players that are coming in. There's always that battle of the new crew coming in, new wave of players, and I always try to, bring stories of Izzy back and try to get them to understand, what he meant to me as a coach, and my goals as a coach to, kind of pass those same things along with them.
I've worked with many coaches at all levels, from age group to Olympians, and without a doubt, Izzy is one of the best coaches I've ever had the pleasure to work with. His gift of positivity and not negativity He never yelled, never broke down an athlete with negative reinforcement. And that is a rarity in almost at any level of coaching. Izzy was special in that way. Izzy respected their athletes, and the athletes respected Izzy back.
He took me under his wing and guided me and kept me in check. And you know, who knows where I would have been if Coach wasn't there at that time in my life. So I'm really thankful, Coach, for all you've done for me.